You're exposing your biggest secret without even realizing it. Every word you say, every move you make, can be turned into a weapon against you. And the worst part? Your enemies are just waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. But if you know how to protect yourself, you'll never be caught off guard. Truly strong individuals don't expose their weaknesses, don't waste their energy, and never let the world dictate their actions. They live by a set of rules, secrets that must never be compromised. In this video, I'll reveal 10 secrets you must keep to protect yourself. Principles that will keep you from being manipulated, thrown off course, or turned into prey. If you want to control the game instead of being a victim, watch until the end. If you feel the positive energy, don't forget to like this video and share a meaningful comment. You don't have to say everything you think. In fact, the smartest and strongest people rarely reveal their full selves to others. Modern society deceives you into believing that absolute openness and honesty are signs of strength. But in reality, they make you an easy target. When you expose your thoughts, plans, and weaknesses to the wrong people, you're handing them the weapons they need to take you down. Look at history's most powerful figures, the ones who truly controlled the game. They didn't boast, they didn't reveal their intentions, and they certainly didn't feel the need to explain every move they made. They let their actions speak, not their words. When you practice discretion, you can observe without being noticed, listen without being judged, and act without being stopped. You maintain control, not just over information, but over how others perceive you. Discretion doesn't mean isolation or extreme secrecy. It means knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Share your wisdom and plans only with those who are worthy, those who truly seek to learn, not those who are waiting to exploit or mock you. Discretion isn't cowardice. It's the ultimate form of power. Do you think people will sympathize with your struggles? Think again. Today's world encourages you to be honest about your hardships, pain, and insecurities. But here's the harsh reality. Not everyone cares, and some are just waiting to use your weaknesses against you. Have you ever confided in someone about your failures, only to have them throw it back in your face later? This happens more often than you think. People aren't always good. Some take pleasure in seeing you fall. Some want to tear you down just to feel bigger themselves. So what should you do? Be cautious. No one needs to know what battles you're fighting. If you need help, seek out those who have proven their loyalty, people who have shown they can protect you, not just those who are curious or looking for personal gain. Learn to control your own narrative. When you talk about challenges, speak from the stance of someone who has conquered them, not as a victim begging for sympathy. People respect strength, not weakness. The world doesn't owe you kindness, but you owe it to yourself to stay protected. Your energy is your most valuable asset, but have you ever felt completely drained after interacting with certain people? That's a sign that you're allowing your energy to be siphoned by those who don't deserve it. There are two types of people in this world: those who make you stronger and those who make you weaker. Learn to recognize them. If someone only brings negativity, constant complaints, or endless demands without ever giving back, they are a burden, not an ally. You don't owe them a single second of your life. Set boundaries. Don't feel guilty for saying no. Don't waste your energy arguing with those who refuse to understand. Don't let your mind be consumed by things that don't make you stronger. Protecting your energy isn't just about avoiding negative people. It's about prioritizing what helps you grow. Exercise, learning, discipline, and surrounding yourself with those who push you forward. You only have a limited amount of energy each day. Spend it wisely. Ever noticed how some people walk into a room and immediately command attention without saying a word? It's because they understand the value of their presence, and they don't waste it. Your presence is not for just anyone to have easy access to. Don't be everywhere, with everyone, all the time. When you make yourself too available, you become ordinary. When you're always around, people take you for granted. The greatest individuals don't deplete themselves in meaningless conversations or pointless social interactions. They carefully curate their environments. They show up where it matters, with people who are worth their time. This doesn't mean you should isolate yourself. It means you should control how the world perceives you. You are not someone who can be called, approached, or pulled into nonsense at any moment. Your value is in your scarcity. Treat your presence as sacred, because it truly is. Stop wasting another day living in weakness and chaos. Subscribe to Stoic Success now to build an unbreakable mindset, master your emotions, and face life like a warrior. Silence is a weapon. The weak ramble, the strong observe. Have you ever noticed that truly successful people don't waste words? They speak only when necessary, and when they do, others listen. They don't feel the need to brag or engage in pointless arguments. They understand that real power isn't in how much you say, but in the precision and timing of your words. Every time you speak too much, you lose an advantage. You expose your thoughts, your plans, your vulnerabilities. You hand over information that others can use against you. Look around. You'll notice that the loudest people are often the weakest. Move in silence. Let your success speak for you. When you do need to speak, make sure your words are sharp, deliberate, and commanding. And most importantly, know when to stay silent. The most important battles aren't won with words, but with control. Are you angry? Good, but if you can't control it, you've already lost. The weak explode with emotions when provoked. The strong stay calm even when the world crumbles around them. Why? Because whoever controls emotions controls the game. How many people have lost opportunities over a moment of rage? How many have been manipulated because they couldn't control their fear, greed, or desperation? The wise rule over the weak by exploiting their emotions. Never let anyone find your emotional trigger. If someone can make you lose control, they can control you. When insulted, smile. When challenged, stand firm. When faced with hardship, focus on solutions instead of drowning in emotions. You are not a slave to your feelings, you are their master. Only when you rule your inner world can you rule the outer world. Real strength doesn't come from focusing on one thing while neglecting everything else. A man with money but a broken mind isn't truly successful. A person with a strong body but an empty mind is just a walking puppet. Balance is the foundation that allows you to grow without collapsing when life throws challenges your way. You can spend hours mastering the art of making money, but if your body is weak, you won't live to enjoy it. You can train your body to be an unstoppable force, but if your mind is undeveloped, you'll still be led by those smarter than you. And if you chase only material wealth while ignoring spiritual growth, you'll feel empty no matter how much you have. Balance doesn't mean standing still. It means allocating your power wisely. You need a strong body, a sharp mind, an unshakable spirit, and meaningful relationships. Everything is connected. If one piece crumbles, the whole structure falls. The defeated are not weak in every area. They fall because they neglect one critical element, allowing it to become their breaking point. Ever walked into a place and immediately felt a heavy, draining atmosphere? Ever interacted with someone for just a few minutes and felt completely exhausted afterward? That's negative energy, an invisible force with devastating effects. It doesn't hit you all at once. It seeps into you slowly, draining your motivation, clarity, and self-belief. You can't control the world, but you can control what you let in. Pay attention to the conversations you engage in. If they're filled with complaints, blame, and toxicity, get out immediately. Observe the people around you. If they don't make you stronger, they're pulling you down. Even your physical environment matters. If you live in chaos, your mind will reflect it. The truly strong never let themselves be consumed by the world's negativity. They build an impenetrable fortress around their soul, allowing only what's valuable to enter. They don't let random opinions shape their mindset. Don't let others' fears make them doubt themselves, and don't let external chaos disturb their inner peace. If you want to go far, guard your energy like a warrior defends his stronghold, because once it's breached, you'll be defeated from within. The world is filled with chaos, temptations, and distractions that can lead you astray. If you don't have a strong spiritual foundation, you'll be pulled into a spiral of doubt, fear, and confusion. The weak always seek answers outside themselves, but the truly strong understand that real guidance comes from within. A spiritual connection doesn't mean following a specific religion. It means having an unshakable belief in something greater than yourself, whether that's God, the universe, destiny, or simply a set of non-negotiable principles that you refuse to compromise. When you have this foundation, you are no longer easily swayed by the opinions of others, the noise of society, or the fears that the world tries to impose on you. Those who fail in life often lack a solid spiritual core. They let the world define their worth, let circumstances dictate their actions. But when your spiritual connection is strong, you don't need external validation to know who you are. You walk with certainty, with peace, and with an unwavering strength that nothing can shake. If you don't know where you're going, any road can lead you to destruction. The lost and directionless are the easiest to manipulate, the easiest to control, and the easiest to be pulled into meaningless distractions. The strongest individuals always have a clear path, and they don't let anything derail them. Life isn't always clear. There will be times when you doubt yourself, times when everything feels like it's against you. But this is when your faith is tested. The greatest people in history weren't those who never faced hardships. They were the ones who kept moving forward despite their doubts, fears, and uncertainty. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or impressive by anyone else's standards. What matters is that you know where you're headed and that you stay committed to it. The lost are easily led into meaningless pursuits, but those with purpose keep going, even when the world turns against them. Walking with faith doesn't mean being blind. It means believing in the path you've chosen, trusting in your abilities, and knowing that no matter the challenge, you have the strength to overcome it. And when you have this belief, nothing, no person, no situation, no failure can break you. This world does not belong to the weak. If you want to survive, grow, and take control of your life, you must learn to protect yourself, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The strong are not lucky or special. They simply understand that discretion is a weapon, energy is an asset, and purpose is the guiding compass. They don't let emotions control them, don't let others define their worth, and don't allow negativity to infiltrate their lives. You have two choices. Continue exposing yourself to the world, letting it drain you, mislead you, and strip away your power. Or become the chosen one, the one who maintains discipline, masters their inner world, and walks with certainty. The decision is yours. Protect yourself or be devoured. Choose wisely. Thank you for being here. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like this video. Don't forget to leave a comment so we can spread positivity together.